Chapter 2. Lana's eyes widened with anticipation as she awaited Adelmo's response. She could feel her heart pounding in her chest, the weight of their shared experiences hanging in the air. Adelmo's smile grew wider as he looked at Lana, his eyes filled with love and adoration. "Babe, of course you can," he replied, his voice filled with warmth. "You don't need to ask. You're always welcome to explore every part of my life." Lana couldn't help but feel a surge of affection for Adelmo as he embraced her in a tight hug. She could feel the love radiating from him, and it made her heart swell with happiness. "You're such a sweetheart," she whispered, her voice filled with genuine appreciation. "I love you so much." As they held each other, Lana's mind began to wander. She had been thinking about taking their relationship to the next level, and now seemed like the perfect time to bring it up. With a deep breath, she looked into Adelmo's eyes and spoke softly. "I know this is a big step, but you've practically been living here every night anyway. So, I was wondering, would you like to make this more permanent? Move in with me? I have a bigger place after all." Adelmo's expression turned thoughtful as he considered Lana's proposal. He wanted to make sure they were both on the same page before taking such a significant step. "That sounds like a good idea," he finally replied, his voice filled with sincerity. "But before we make any decisions, there's something I need to ask you too." The air was thick with anticipation as Adelmo prepared to share his own thoughts and feelings, ready to take their relationship to new heights. Adelmo pondered quietly for a moment before finally deciding to speak up. "That seems like a promising idea, but there is something important I need to inquire about." Lana, noticing the seriousness in his tone, responded with a concerned expression. "What is it that you need to know?" As he reached into his pajama pants, where a box was awkwardly placed, the atmosphere grew tense with anticipation. With a deep breath, Adelmo began to express his feelings. "I have been waiting for the perfect moment to say this. It might not have crossed your mind, but the more time I spend with you, the deeper my love for you grows." Lana's heart started to beat faster, hoping to hear the words she had been longing for. Adelmo's heart raced, beads of sweat forming on his forehead as he continued with a nervous tone. "I received this on the same day the journal arrived, and I want you to have it." Lana's expression turned from confusion to pure joy as Adelmo revealed his mother's wedding ring and popped the question. Her eyes widened with surprise and excitement as she processed the momentous occasion. Without hesitation, she exclaimed, "Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes." Her heart raced with happiness as she realized the significance of the ring and the proposal. Adelmo carefully slid the ring onto Lana's finger, admiring how it sparkled in the light. He couldn't help but feel a sense of pride, knowing that his mother's ring now adorned the hand of the woman he loved. Lana's eyes shimmered with tears of joy as she gazed at the ring, feeling a deep connection to Adelmo's family history. She knew that wearing the ring meant more than just a symbol of their love. It was a symbol of their future together. Lana couldn't contain her emotions and pulled Adelmo into a tight embrace, feeling overwhelmed with love and gratitude. She looked into his eyes and whispered, "Thank you for making me the happiest woman in the world." Adelmo held her close, feeling a sense of contentment knowing that they were embarking on a new chapter in their lives together. As they stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, they knew that their love was stronger than ever before. Adelmo's smile widened as he felt the warmth of her touch, savoring the moment a little longer before Sierra entered the room, all set for school. Curious about the excitement in the air, Sierra inquired, "What's all the excitement about?" Lana released Adelmo and turned to face Sierra with a beaming smile, her eyes sparkling with joy. Sierra couldn't help but wonder what could have caused Lana to be so thrilled. Lana, unable to contain her excitement, hurried over to Sierra like a child receiving a long-awaited gift. With a gleam in her eyes, Lana held out her hand, revealing a stunning ring that caught Sierra's attention immediately. The ring was exquisite, and Sierra was mesmerized by its beauty. Lana proudly mentioned it was his mother's ring. Touched by the sentiment behind the ring, Sierra couldn't help but express her admiration, saying, "Ah, that is so sweet. I hope you two will be happy together forever." Lana's response was filled with hope and certainty as she replied, "Me too, but I'm sure we will." The room was filled with a sense of love and anticipation for the future as the three of them shared in the special moment. Lana's complexion turned ashen in an instant, and a wave of nausea washed over her. Without a moment to spare, she hurried to the restroom, her steps quick and unsteady. Once inside, she couldn't hold back any longer and began to retch into the toilet, the sound echoing in the small space. Adelmo, who had been watching her closely, wore a worried expression on his face, his concern evident in his furrowed brow and tense posture. Sierra's voice cut through the tense atmosphere, her words tinged with a hint of disappointment. "Well, that ruins the moment," she remarked, loud enough for Lana to hear over the sound of her vomiting. Despite the discomfort and embarrassment of the situation, Lana couldn't help but stifle a laugh at the irony of it all. As she continued to empty her stomach, Adelmo rose from his seat and made his way to the restroom, his footsteps heavy with worry. Standing beside Lana, Adelmo offered his support, his actions gentle and reassuring. He reached out to hold her hair back, a gesture of care and comfort, while his other hand rested on her trembling back. Concern laced his voice as he asked, "Lana, are you okay?" Lana, still looking pale and weak, managed a faint smile as she replied, "I'll be fine. I think it's just the sudden rush of excitement. It hit me out of nowhere." Despite the unexpected turn of events, there was a sense of camaraderie and support among them, a bond that grew stronger in the face of adversity.